All right, cool. I just got the tweet out. Sorry, guys, if that was awkward because I wasn't talking. How is everybody? What'd I miss today, guys? What'd I miss? Something in the back of my mind tells me I missed something big today. Did I miss anything? What's up, everybody just joining? I'm just waiting until some more people come in and then we can chat it up. I mean, don't procrastinate. Put your questions in if you want to talk stocks. Don't wait for other people. How do you handle missing out on CEI? I feel so pissed. Eek. Listen, bro, you didn't miss out on it. If you guys think that CEI is that you missed the whole trade, you're so wrong. The backside on CEI, when it's finally in, is going to be, you can get paid for months on this stock. You do not need to be there on the first big red day. Of course, it would have been great to have been short CEI when it cracked like that. That was an epic crack. But there's nothing about that makes me mad that I was on a golf course, because trust me, it was my day was amazing. I don't give a fuck about CEI or missing it today. Let's see, guys. Hold on. Let's scroll back. CEI's 9 lives. Yep, blah, blah, blah. The new AMC. How many healthcare workers got fired today? I have no idea. Is that trivia? CEI could you go over why they can't do an offering? Of course. CEI has a deal with, the reason they're so toxic is because of Discovery Growth. So Discovery Growth owns almost all the Series C convertible preferred shares. And the terms of those and the terms of the merger prevent them from doing any offerings or secondaries unless there is a small chance. So listen, they said they're not gonna, plus there's these terms in this shit that make it so if they do one, then they also got to cut Discovery Growth in on that and it can't be at prices cheaper than what Discovery's already got, because it would be dilutive to them, and they're like, nah. So it's in the terms where they can't do shit for right now, and that's the exact same reason why this is going to end up sub $1 soon. Not soon. I don't want to say soon. I want to say 3 months. In 3 months, this should be under $1. This might age poorly. This is going to really feel dumb if it does. But if my instincts and my history serve me correctly, this will be sub 1 in 3 months. Let me keep going through the questions. Thanks, Ricky. What the fuck happened with CEI rug pull in the afternoon? Yes, exactly, rug pull. What a day, CEI, Paul, Dats, all dropping same day. Yep. And hey, Joey, let them know, right? It's just magic, right? It has nothing to do with knowing how stocks move. Do you know how CEI can keep trading when they haven't filed a 10Q in a year? Because they're allowed to be delinquent at the moment, because they have like a deferment basically because of the merger. When the merger's done, then they get everything submitted. All right, I caught up on the questions. Now I can take a sip. Hi, everybody that's just joining. Would you guys like to talk stocks? Would you like to talk stonks? Would you like to talk CEI? Would you like to talk risk management? Would you like to talk IPAs? Look at, guys, I am freaking balling today. I got a flight. Got myself the tourist special. Acting like I'm a newbie here. Ugh, this is a sour beer. Oh, shit. Is the merger details in an 8K? Yes. It's going to be in a bunch of them. It's going to be in... Here's the thing about these mergers. If you don't keep up with them from the beginning, it becomes a real pain in the ass. But like, yes, the most recent ones, you're going to want to make sure you got the most recent details, because they keep amending the merger. So basically the rug pull on CEI was big bid orders slamming the bid. No, not necessarily. I mean, obviously, yes, there's the selling definitely just overwhelmed the buying at that moment. I mean, it does tell you a lot about what was pushing it up, which had to have been a continuous bid, right? And when that bid does get pulled, then the organic volume, the organic amount of buyers, the people that are not algos, that don't have crazy endless pockets, those people, the retail, can't hold that up. And elevator down, baby. That's why we like shorting. Listen, don't hate me because I like to short. I also like the fucking long. I long a lot, but mostly blue chips. Heading down to Florida, then Texas. Maybe I'll head to California too. Joey, come on out, brother. You're always welcome at my casa. What was the sign that you knew to short at 485? I didn't say anything about shorting at 485. I was golfing when it happened. Did somebody make you think that I said that there was a sign there? Do mergers like this usually take this long? Seems like we've been talking about it for a year now. For real, bro, right? So Nick, you know CEI, the insides and outs. Everybody listening to this tonight, Nick is a true and through digger, the dig. And yeah, I agree, man. This merger has been drugged the hell out. I think what they were doing, Nick, to be honest with you, the reason that got drug out was because they were planning this whole big run. It takes got to get a lot of pieces lined up on the chessboard. Oh shit, Tom Brown's in here. Just telling the truth, Alex and Eric slammed the bid. Yes, 100%. Thoughts on it tomorrow if SSR on? I don't give a fuck about SSR as long as Discovery Growth is selling. When Discovery Growth starts selling, SSR, 500,000 Twitter subs, 50,000 Discord members, I don't care how much money they have, they're not going to be able to hold that stock up. And that is why I don't own this shit on the long side. You cannot. It's so toxic. Why is the OS not 25 mil on CEI? Because it's 110 mil right now, Cindy. Thoughts on CEI tomorrow? Crash or break 5 possibly? I don't know, but I do know that if it does what I need to see, I will be there short tomorrow. It just needs, risk is against highs, guys. So as long as I'm looking to trade it, I either want to see a pop back in towards some resistance and I'll get short and risk highs, or I want to see us get over highs and go higher. That's it. But listen, CEI doesn't have to be tomorrow. It could be, it's for the next month to 2 months, CEI should be money. Ricky, no FOMO, all golf, enjoy life. Yes, that's right, baby. Are you watching CEI tomorrow for a short entry? Of course. Market analysis. Honestly, I wish I could give you a better market analysis right now because I golfed all day, but I did see where we closed. I saw the ES and the NQ, and the NQ still looks way weaker than the ES, so I'm sketchy on the tech sector. I think we need a few more days of flush out before the real buyers step back in. And then it's probably, you know what? It's probably business as usual. We'll see. What matters, I always say this, the pullback don't matter. What matters is what happens after the pullback. Do we try to push up? Stop looking at daily charts for your broader market analysis. Look at weeklies, guys, and monthlies. Tom, don't have a heart attack that I was excited to see you. Could you explain how to manually calculate float? I know we see the OS in the 10Q. Would it be something like OS institutional owned shares? No, listen, Eek. With CEI, the 10Qs are really old, but they still disclose certain things in other areas like 8Ks. So like there is a few 8Ks where they make some pretty glaring disclosures. 4.4 Bears last stand. 3.8 Bulls in favor of it. Gets above 430. I feel like this is the betting line. Is the only way to tell when Discovery starts selling based on reading price action, or do they need to file something? No, they do not need to file a goddamn thing. It's going to be price action. And listen, you guys have seen how it's traded to this point. That's because Discovery's not selling. And that's why I put out some stupid, I don't know what you guys even call them, but on Twitter, these like little voice memos. You know, Zach Morris always does them, so I did one. And I told people, I said, look, don't get in front of CEI. It's not a short yet. It will be glaringly obvious when it is a short. And I'm telling you, wait till you guys see it. When you guys fucking see it, you're going to go, oh my God, Ricky was spot on, because it's going to be glaringly obvious. Do you think EA is overextended the past 5 days? Yes. In fact, plenty of us shorted that today. Alejandro, what's up? Scrolling. I'm back at 4. It's back at 411 right now. Yeah, cool. That's awesome. CEI would be sick if holds tomorrow, then rips to 5+. I agree, Joey. And man, I love having Joey in here, because at least I know he knows what I know, and that is it can go wherever the fuck it wants. I just know what I'm gonna do if it does certain things. That's all there is to it, guys. Stop looking at it like a personal thing. You and this stock, it's not personal. It's just price and your bet in what's about to happen and your risk management. That's it. It's not personal. Let's see. What do you think about or the legality of what Morris is doing? Dude, listen. You guys have to understand, that guy's not an idiot. That dude probably has fucking lawyers out the wazoo helping him. He's got money. He knows that he's walking a very fine line. Dude, you can't be mad at these guys. Listen, you can't be mad at pumpers or big rooms or whatever it is that moves stocks higher, because we need range to make money. We have to have it. So without that side of the coin, there is no me. I can't short something if y'all don't get it extended. And listen, I love longing too. So like, don't fucking get it twisted, guys. But don't also like stop with the hate. Stop with all the stupid ass hate, because Zach Morris and that whole Atlas crew and Sapphire and all of them, man, I love all of them. I love them. There is no hate. Are you purely discretionary, or do you have a systematic approach as well? I have a systematic approach. Yeah, buddy, peace. Oh, Adriano's in here. What's up, man? What's up? Grateful for them. These guys give us plays, important part of the ecosystem. Exactly. Couldn't discover, have converted some, and OS might be a lot higher than, yes, correct. See, I like this when some of you catch on to some of this shit. X Michael 2121, you nailed the nail on the head. Let's see. Yep, love pumpers. They let me out of my ground bag. I've been home for a few months. Any tips for exit signals on the short side? Yeah. Stocks trend on different time frames. So when they get back to the time frame you were thinking it was extended on, that's when your trade's over. Now, it depends on what time frame you're using. So it could vary from trader to trader. Can you briefly highlight how these promoters work, especially when you have more than 2 different groups? No, I cannot, because I haven't a fucking clue. I've actually never been even privy to any of the ways they do anything. You can read SEC court cases, and I have read some things about like major manipulation schemes. I don't know. I do not want to even I don't even want to get into it, because listen, I stay in my lane, head down, I trade. I just wish they would pick something that's not so damn thick next time. Wish and then CEI had been hard to scalp more than like 10 cents most of the time. Ricky, I like your cover your capital, all risk management approach. Keep preaching. Yeah, dude. I tell my room every morning, the first thing I say, guys, is rule number 1, 2, and 3 of Fight Club is protect your capital. That's it. Make sure you protect your capital. Hey, listen, real quick. Anybody that's listening to this, make sure that you tune in tomorrow to TrueTrader.net's Instagram channel, because we're doing episode, I want to say 5. It's either 4 or 5. I think it's 5 of Method and Mindset with me and Kim Ann Curtin. And if any of you would like to be the guest on tomorrow's episode, shoot a DM to either me or TrueTrader.net's Insta or even the Kim Man Curtin. Get us, just shoot us a DM and listen. We'll take a look at it, see if you're the guest. There is like a little bit of a prize package or whatever, but I actually think the value that we try to provide during the episode is really the true value in it. So if you guys are interested, make sure you do that. And also check out methodandmindset.com. I got some webinars over there. If you haven't seen them, I think you might like them. What are you looking for on CEI for a short entry? A big stuff candle? Because that happened today, but CEI recovered after hours. No, so I mean intraday, yes. If I was at my desk today, I would have shorted it after that. Like when we got that big stuff, I would have been in there for sure, without a doubt. But for the bigger picture, that doesn't matter to me at all. All that matters to me is that the trend breaks. Right now, we're still, listen, I give it to you bulls, you guys are still winning. This isn't over. But when the trend does break and the tape tells the story, I'll be there short, and it won't be for 1, 2, 3 days. I'll be short till this thing is sub $1. You'll see. I would join TrueTrader just to talk to Ricky. I like that comment. Stop loss is king in trading. Yep. Oh, thanks, Neon. Is there a signal you look for to just go golfing and not trade? Yes. Oh, that's my boy too. What's up, Pat? For sure. It's really easy for me to tell when, like, the large caps I like to trade really in the first 30 minutes, right? The small caps have setups that I will stick around for. But if there's only, like today was like all the focus was on CEI and DATS. I traded in CNA, I think it was, and I made money. And like, dude, there was nothing else. I was like, literally, I'm not going to fuck around. I'm just going to go golf. And that was it. And guess what, Pat? That signal breaks from time to time because apparently my signal told me to go golf today, and I was supposed to get the signal to stay in short CEI. Yo, what's up, Alex? Alex is in the house. Oh, he wants to come on. Awesome. Stuff candles are fake signals these days. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to catch up. Listen. Dude, I've been on Alex's show, Clint. Hey, I'm going to bring Alex on. That's awesome. I'm happy he's got some time. Dude, this beer is really sour. I think Alex is coming on. Hold on.
Yo,
My man.
what's up?
How are you?
Oh, good man. Good man. I just joined, so I hear you talking about CEI. Everyone's talking about CEI.
Dude, I saw it from the golf course, and then like when I got done golfing, I started looking at Twitter a little bit, and it was like everything CEI. It was like bulls and bears. Everyone just
Yeah, and you know it's crazy. It's like because I was like you, I left, so I can't. I was done after the morning. I think we both shorted in CNA. I'm
Yep.
assuming we shorted it.
Yep.
And that was an easy play. But then CEI, I tried to short at the open, and I took a small loss, and then I missed my long entry, and then I was like, the Bulls are in control, that's for sure. I heard you saying that, and the temporary intraday trend of today was broken, but the big picture trend, yo, it's like so bullish all the way.
Yo, let's
You
get
gotta be
one
careful.
day where the day we don't break previous day's highs, and then we can talk about a trend break.
Right. Let's get a day when you have the big picture and the intraday picture lined up for the
Yep.
short bias. Right now, it's still long all the way, and it's
No,
scary out
listen,
there for shorts.
I'm 100%. I still stick by my thesis, and that is when the group, the fund that has all the convertible debt decides that it's time, it's the change in the tape and the change in the price action will be like, it'll scream at you. And there's no, and I keep saying, it's like, there's no point in trying to get involved in this until then, unless you're just looking for those quick scalps, which a lot of people were, and a lot of people made a lot of money, but like, there's also a lot of longs that made a lot of money. And like, kudos to them, dude. Like, I feel like everybody thinks the shorts hate the longs, and
No way. No way. We need you.
yes, please never stop doing what you do.
Yeah. But I think you said something. I caught the last. I joined real. I don't know when I joined, but when I joined, I heard you say something about if you were there, you probably would have shorted CEI, and I missed that too. Like I wasn't there. Like I was completely done. I was talking to my neighbor outside because I didn't see like CEI was not a short to me anymore, and I was like, I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow, right? See how things pan out. And
Yep.
then I look at on Twitter just like you did, and everyone's talking about it. So then I pull it up, and I'm like, holy crap! Like this thing just halted and melted, but it also held. So I was like, it's who knows what's gonna happen.
Well,
But
put
it's
it this way: there's a lot of shorts that are kind of upside down in it. Like earlier in the run, there was a lot of talk about that, and I didn't really give any credence to it. I was like, "You guys think there's a bunch of shorts in there? It's not. Like it's not interesting yet." Then it gets a bit higher, and I was like, yeah, you're probably getting some shorts stuck in there. But then like it got to a point where I was like, yeah, there are some shorts really bagged in there. And so when you get a giant crack like that, and what's funny is like I see the Bulls talking shit on the Bears. They're like, oh, congratulations on your fucking like 40 cents or whatever. I'm like, dude, it went from 5 to 320. It was like a 30% haircut in 3 minutes or something.
Yeah,
like
that's nuts.
Dude, talk all
That's
the
nuts.
shit you want, but like you
It's
whatever.
it's wild because like there's a lot of people who are shorting this a long time ago, like when it was in the ones, and it didn't look like a short to me. Just like probably for you, like it just wasn't. This wasn't a lot of range, and now like we're finally getting that range. And I think someone mentioned in your chat earlier, they were like, I don't know if you noticed this, but I felt this way, and someone said it too. And it's remember back in the day where, let's say 2019, 18, where even maybe the beginning of 2020 before COVID, we had like stuff moves. Like when you have a stuff move or like a soak, like just like a death can or whatever you want to call it, it would normally be a good signal. Like maybe not for sure, but like a decent signal that, hey, we may be near the top. But now what I've noticed is like those are buy signals nowadays. Like anything
Well, they're
stuff,
not
just like let's
necessarily
just
buy
soak it up.
signals, but the second you see it crack and hold and
Yeah.
you go, everybody piled in short right there, it does. It really does, because all the shorts are on high alert right now. They're like, if that stuff candle isn't it, we're all fucked. So they're all ready to bail.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Where are you at right now?
I'm in San Diego.
Oh, nice. I just took a shower, so I'm like looking.
Nice. Me too,
I'm
bro.
just relaxing.
I just showered after golf, and I took my kid to MMA, and now I'm at the microbrewery. I got a flight of beers.
Oh, nice, dude. I'm thinking about getting back into martial arts. I've been looking for a place, man. There's like nothing near my house. Sucks.
Really? That
Yeah.
surprises me.
Yeah, it surprises me too. Well, I want something that's convenient. Like
You need to go find Joe Rogan, have him train your ass.
Joe Rogan. Yeah, dude. Does he live in Texas? No,
Yes.
he doesn't live in Texas.
Yeah.
Where does he live?
He moved to, he's either Dallas or Austin.
Bro, I'm gonna find out now.
He
I'm gonna
moved
find
there
out.
from California because he was tired of the taxes.
Dude, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna try to
You
get
look
out.
like a skinny Joe Rogan.
Oh, I do.
Well, and you got hair.
Yeah. No, I don't look like Joe Rogan. Nah.
Maybe it's just the little scruff.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't shaved. But I guess I really got nothing to talk about unless it's maybe I don't know, what do you want to talk about?
Dude, we're good. I'm trying to fucking clear the air on some of the CEI stuff because a lot of people don't understand it. And it's funny because there's a reason. So, I actually talked about this on one of my lives a few months ago. I was embarrassed to tell people. I was like, yo, I'm actually long this piece of shit company. And they're like, what company? I was like, I don't like to tell people. It's CEI. Like, I fucking own this thing at like 80 cents. And then it went down to like 30 something cents. And a friend of mine like DM'd me one night and he's like, hey man, what are you doing with that CEI shit? And I was like, I haven't looked at it in a minute. And I went and looked. I pulled up the chart. It was like 4.58. Like 2 minutes till the market was fucking on the West Coast, right? So like 2 minutes till the market's closed for the night. And I look at it, it's at 36 cents. It just go, it tripled up. I was like, I had a few glasses of wine. I like triple up, and like my average was 53 cents. And he laughed his ass off. It never downticked another fucking day. And I sold it at like 79 cents or something. So like I had a lot of shares, but I made decent on it. But I felt so dirty. I was like, because I know the details of CEI. And here it is at like $5 fucking, and I fucking had it.
Dude, it's nuts. Like the it's just pumps, you know. That's all it is. Like, and it's nuts how many pumpers there are now, and I think the pumping is not going to stop for a long time.
But you
Personally,
realize that we contribute to it a lot. And I don't mean you and me, but like, so we get so used to like shorting certain levels and having them work. And I feel like shorts kind of got complacent where they didn't have risk management. They just short anything. And then like 2020 came, and then you couldn't short anything. But like now people are starting to short again, but you have like these pumps where things go way further than people anticipate, and they don't respect their risk. And what happens is you get shorts underwater, and we've seen this with, I can't even tell you how many fucking names, but like look at any given name out there that you know is a piece of shit company, like Gevo, BNGO, F-Cell, all the names that got bought up in 2020, they still have not come back down to earth where they were prior, because in the run up from like F-Cell went from 50 cents to like $30 or something, right? In that run up, it bent so many shorts, like it'll never come back to where it was. Like GameStop. GameStop's a good example. GameStop is still $200 fucking almost.
yeah, it
Right?
makes no sense.
AMC is still fucking.
No, well, AMC's starting to finally melt. It's starting to finally melt, and that is it's like, but people like, I don't know. I'll let you finish.
No. What I was saying was that the same thing is going to happen on CEI, where like prior to this pump, I would put my life on it. I would say like, I'll put a gun to my head, this thing will be under $1 in 3 months. And it's kind of hard to say that with that kind of conviction these days, because I know what's going to happen is you're going to get a lot of shorts buried here in the threes. And if it doesn't crack now after today, if it goes higher now,
oh, we're going to get a huge squeeze.
Yeah. And the thing is, when that happens, maybe it goes 10, 15, whatever. And yes, it will make the best short of the fucking century.
Yep.
But it might never come back below $1. And it doesn't mean the company's better. It just means that we blew out where we used. The past is no longer.
Yeah. And I was saying that I was talking to a buddy of mine that pumping, you know, back in the day, like, you know, it was first, I wasn't around when there was like mailers and stuff and like emails. I came in right when the emails was kind of like panning out. And then it was like chat rooms. And chat rooms was, you know, you could argue that there was pump chat rooms, but I think Twitter and social media pumps are way different, like way stronger. And I think it's changed the game forever. Like it's changed the game forever. Like I'm even considering like some names where I'm like, you know what? I might just join this fucking trend, you know? Like,
Dude,
like
you're crazy if you think I'm not putting 10K on the next Zach Morris.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, you know what? I'll just trade it with risk management, and I think I'll be all right. You know, like that's all I got to do.
Exactly.
Crazy.
I know what I'm willing to lose.
Right. I was joking around too. I was like, man, and the real talk, like, at first I was like upset a little bit. I was like, man, this makes no sense. Like, why are people following people who all they say is a price target? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, it makes no sense. But then I'm realizing like they're gonna be here for a while, because like, how do you stop that? Like, you really, it's social media. It's like people talking free. Like I'm like,
well,
you know,
it's
you
already
can't beat them,
like,
join them.
It definitely magnified what it used to be. But like, I also think there's been a change, not just in the social media, but like in the newer generation's risk tolerance. Like that, remember like how like AMC and GME were like born out of this whole fuck the system, burn it down.
Yep.
It really did become like this thing where like kids started to look at money and be like, fuck it, I'll just work at this I'll go flip burgers, and this money can go on this YOLO bet. And like, it's crazy because that never used to exist on that level. And now you have like some successful pumps. Like these, dude, I'm not trying to take anything away from, dude, Zach Morris was a huge part of AMC. If people didn't know that, like people think
Yep.
Wall Street Bets was all AMC, but Zach Morris had that shit at like $1, maybe less, and he made like 20 mil on that trade. So like you guys can talk all the shit you guys want on somebody like him, but he made $20 million on a trade, and it wasn't like paper handing. He held from like $1 to like $20.
It's nuts. It's like but there's a difference. Like the only thing I would say is like, would you consider that trading?
That's the
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. That's the only thing I'm like wishy-washy. Like to me, it's like it's not trading. It's like joining what's. It's just it's different.
It's being part of the herd.
Yeah, and it's being ahead of the herd.
Well,
And
the thing is like it's fun in games till it doesn't work.
right.
Like, dude, and being part of a herd guarantees that end result, no matter what. So like we can, dude, I do this all the time, and I know you do too. Like we see things run hundreds of %, and we're just like, should we be long this? And like no, because that's what everyone's doing, and it's you know what I've tried it a few times. I tried sometimes, and the second I buy it, it's the top.
You know, it's we've been long route. We've been okay. Two things. Number one, the market's changed. We have a lot of new traders, like you said, and you said the risk tolerance is different. But on top of that, like not only is the market just so many more traders, but they don't know. It could be a gift, maybe, or it could be really bad later. But they didn't experience all the halts that we experienced back in the day. They didn't experience all the just crap outs like immediately. Like I'm talking about just, you remember where they just completely go all the way down in like a matter of 2 days or 1 day. And like that hasn't happened in a long time. It really hasn't. Like we haven't had that. I thought AMC was going to do that a couple of times. It hasn't even done that. It was just like gradual. It's because you have all this different mindset of buyers who are really gun-ho about, like you said, like not caring about losing, and they're just buying. And so therefore it may die, but it may take forever to die because they're going to have to wean out all of these people. And so I just gave up shorting it. I was like, I made some good shorts on AMC and longs, but like I'm like done with it now personally, just because I'm just like, it's just going so slow now for me.
Well, like if you notice, like AMC is just, the range is getting lower and lower, and it's even kind of getting a little bit less liquidity. It's still very liquid, but like it's not what it was. And that's something that's pretty important in your journey, is to like know when something's in play and when it's best to like, all right, move on. And there's a lot that happens all the time. And in fact, people that overstay that are sometimes the reason we have secondary moves higher.
Because they're the ones who creates that bounce, that first.
Yeah, they just hold. They're like, well, you know, the thing gave them like a 10 to 15% fade. They're green as fuck, and they just decide they're going to swing it. And then the next day, there's just no liquidity, and they're just sitting there. There's no reason to cover, but there's no shares trading. Like it ain't like 70 million shares the day before, and then the next day it's like 3 million. You're like, oh, so just. Well, what do? You don't cover, right? Because there's no reason to cover. It's not going up. And then the next day, even less volume. Just sideways. And then the next day, even less volume. You're just sitting there. You're like a frog in a fucking pot of water, and they're just slowly turning to heat up. And then next thing you know, volume out of nowhere, and all the shorts just go panic.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. And those are the ones I like to long, actually. I like to long those because like you can see, because we've been there. I mean, I used to short those, and I've been there, and now I'm like, I know what that felt like. And so like I'll be watching those and be like, oh, this could be the reversal day because it's been dying for so long, and now shorts are like so comfortable that they haven't really thought about stopping out and had no reason to, and now they have a reason to. And then when everyone does it at once, it just pops right up. And so you can long that, and then you can short it.
It's been some of the best moves lately. Like any gapper that gaps up and like closes weak, but then the next day just starts to hold and it never gives like the whole gap back. Those are the ones that we're like, keep them on alert, because a lot of people think, and I don't know what it is about it, but like a lot of people think it's going to give the whole gap back. Like I'm going to short this back to where it came from.
Back to zero. I'm like, How often does that happen though? Real, it just doesn't. It doesn't. It's
Dude,
like it really doesn't.
the life of a short seller. Like
Yeah.
these bulls just be celebrating like 100+% wins. And we're like trying to be like 10%.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But you know what? I'm very excited that the market is heating back up. It is. It's definitely heating back up, and I love it because it was definitely like a lot slower, a lot choppier, maybe like not even 3 weeks ago. And now it's like picking up more.
Alex, come on, man. That was earnings season.
Yeah. No, but you can still trade those.
Alex
Like,
is all sad. Alex is all sad. The large caps were firing.
yeah, no, I trade large caps, but like
Okay.
I'm just like I really love small caps. I mean, if I'm honest, like I love because small caps are just they're just small caps.
They were your first bay.
Yeah, exactly. And but large caps, I love longing large caps. That's how I start to long because longing large caps on earnings with good setups, of course, big picture, all that lining up are some of the easiest plays. They
Bro.
are.
And a lot of times the best thing about them
There's
is they're
multiple
the
things.
ones that will just trend all day and like
Yes.
close it high and then continue the next day.
Yeah. Like Uber. I think Uber was a good example of one of those.
Ooh, no. Well,
Was
maybe
it
I'll tell you.
Uber?
Yeah. You had me shook for a second because when you say Uber, the first thing I think of was their IPO, and it was like a shit show.
Oh no. No,
Oh
I
man.
think that one trended after a couple of days because I think it was on earnings. Like I think it broke out. It didn't break out on the daily really, but intraday on the daily on earnings. Then it just kept going, just trended for like 3 days. And those are the ones that are like to me, those are easy big cap plays.
Dude, and I'll tell you a little secret with those. If you get in one on day one, like earnings come out, gaps up, pulls back to support, and you
Yep.
put on a trade and it starts trending, have your targets, right? But switch to a higher time frame, like go to at least a 20-minute, maybe a 15-minute if you're more comfortable. But like don't sweat the minor shit. Let it use like a higher time frame to get you out because the higher time frames by and large will keep you in the trade longer, and that is universal actually. Like I know swing traders will tell you like don't ever look at an intraday chart. And,
Yeah.
if you look at a daily chart and pretend it's an intraday chart, it's so fucking different.
It's the same. It's the exact same thing. Like when I swing trade,
Uh,
I literally just look at the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and then I'll look at the 4 hour and 1 hour, and just to kind of like wean down an entry, and then that's it. And then I stick to the daily, and I'm just like, you know what? Because at the end of the day, like these bigger caps will trend. They will trend. Now, they don't all work. Like, but when you catch a trend, they trend. Like they'll
well,
go.
and plus, not only that, but like when they pull back to key levels, they're
Mm.
such safe buys. It's like, especially, and here's what, like, so you probably don't understand this yet because you're not over at True Trader, but like what we specialize in is taking advantage of emotional price action, right? So like if something flushes really fucking hard or spikes really fucking hard right off the open, we have scanners that pick it up for us and we pull it up immediately and have our levels already. And it's like, it's almost like a cheat code because you're just like, dude, the person on the other side of the trade is that dumbass. Like we've been there, right? Like,
Yep. Rushing.
I gotta buy it. Oh, I bought the top.
Yep. Yep.
Well,
Yep.
like that's what we do, and it's like quick and fast. And the daily charts are like where most of those levels come from. I mean, it's just the way it works. They're large caps and larger time frames are always gonna supersede all these day traders with their 1 minute charts or 30-second charts.
Yep. Yep. Agreed.
You just
Well,
gotta
look.
pretend. You gotta pretend the gap ups or the gap downs are just circuit breaker halts.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah. Because the daily chart is the 1 minute chart, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Like
what you
there's a
gotta
lot of
look at.
gaps, but
Well, look, man, it was good chatting with you. I'm gonna peace out.
so
Thanks for inviting me in,
I don't
man.
even know how to kick you out because I suck at doing these Instagram
I'll
things.
figure out. I think I can get me out of here.
Well,
But
hey, thanks for coming on.
oh, for sure, man. I love these. Take care, brother.
Shoots. And for anybody that doesn't know, I was on Alex's podcast or his YouTube show twice. So there's 2 episodes you can go catch. And I am going to scroll back into the comments because I know I missed a ton of them. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. I'm trying to scroll back. Hopefully the people that asked the questions are still on. Ooh, DCTH. That's a good oldie from the past right there. Going. Let's see. Drops. All right. Yes, we will. We always save the lives. We can start putting them on YouTube. Creating the herd, yes. The trend is your friend, of course. Archon, not so much for me. Yo, what's up, Corey? Old penny stocks lost a lot. I've seen these OTCs that never die. I was in the period where these OTCs would take years to move. Still scared to me, stuck in any gap downs. Yeah, man, dude, I can't deal with those OTCs for sure. ASAN Neon. I haven't seen it since like I said, I was golfing earlier, so I haven't seen it. But ASAN, it was looking good a few weeks ago. If it was still pushing, it was a good short, I think. Ass pumping after hours. 1 hour on large caps is good. Yes, I agree. I like the 1 hour. I personally like the 2 hour as well, the 120 minute. I wonder what time frame Morris uses. Dude, I honestly think that he's more of like a daily chart kind of guy. Chasma's in the house. What's up, Chasma? True trade for life. Is Piton done? I can't tell you because I didn't see it today. I'm not familiar with the chart, and I know it was coming in a lot. If it looks anything like it did look, it's getting overdone. I think it's due for a bounce. That's Piton. How come SEC don't take any actions against these pumpers? Probably because they're not breaking any laws, unless you have a tinfoil hat on like I do, and they're probably breaking plenty of laws. I just can't prove it, and I don't want to throw fucking napalm. Are you going to short CEI again tomorrow? Yes. Most likely, it's hard for me to even picture a scenario where I wouldn't short it tomorrow. I just need to make sure it sets up. And it's just another trade for me, guys. It's not personal. And risk will be against highs if I get short CEI. Breaks highs, I hope it goes higher. I hope it goes to fucking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's up, everybody? Just joining. You guys just missed a long-ass conversation with me and Alex from Be The Story. He's an awesome dude. He just tweeted too. Nice. Thank you. So if you're just joining, hopefully you guys can go catch the recorded version later. If you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat. I'm going to stick on for about another 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you guys got 5. I got 5 on it. Messing with that Indo weed. I got 5 on it. Dude, you know you fucked up when I start singing. How can you tell if it sets up for shorting? I've never shorted before, so need tips. Lower highs is the first thing you want to see. Don't be staring at a 1 minute chart, but like watch a 5 minute or 15 minutes, start looking for lower highs to be put in. It came in a lot today, so don't fucking think that it can't push higher. I want a pop back into like the mid 4s to short. Dude, I hit so good today. I fucking shot a 40 on the front 9. I was just par and everything. What's your group called? It's truetrader.net. Somebody can type it in the chat for me, please. But favorite setup. Favorite setup would probably be what CEI is becoming. It's not there yet, but it's coming. Hey man, getting further in my. Hey, what's up, Tessa? Send you some. Yep. No. I remember. I read it, and I'm gonna get to that. I promise you, because I got insight into what it's like to trade with kids at home. Those CEI halt bounces today were beautiful over pivots. True trade forever. Bam. Curly, what's up in the house? Oh, and there's True Trader telling everybody, thank you very much. See it. Oh, what was your turning point in your career that changed from losing to winning? There was a few. There was honestly a few. So there's obviously one was to stop following people and start making my own ideas. That's number one. And honest to God, that's the biggest piece of advice I can give to anybody that wants to trade. Don't listen to other people. I literally keep a sticky note on my desk that says your opinion don't mean shit. And there's a reason for that. Nobody's opinion means anything, because anybody that tells you they fucking know what's about to happen to a stock is full of shit. I don't care if Zach Morris says it's going to $10. I can say it's going to 25 cents. Neither of us are right. Neither of us know shit. All you can do is come up with an idea and learn how to manage your risk. If you can do that, you will be successful. So when I learned that, that was when I started becoming successful. I had to learn one more hard lesson later down the road, and that was risk management. And it was a trade that almost blew me up. Didn't blow me up. And this was probably 6 years ago now. And that was the lesson I needed to get my risk management ducks in a row. And after that, I've been profitable ever since. Haven't had a red year. Can you name some prior multi-day runners that had a run similar to CEI? There's been a lot. I mean, you just mean stocks going parabolic like CEI is? That's kind of a... He's got a million questions. The stock that almost blew me up, I fucking want to say it was I don't even know if it's traded anymore. They might have been delisted. I want to say it was NTEK. And it was like some pre-market news came out, and I was shorting it in my Interactive Brokers account, because here's the thing. Interactive Brokers, if they run out of shares, you can't short. And so it makes these shorts, when I was young and dumb, I'd feel anxiety, like, oh my God, I got to short this now because they're going to run out of shares. And I got myself upside down really bad with not a whole lot of liquidity. It was pre-market, and when the bell rang and it popped off the open, I had to fucking cover before it blew me up. And it crashed immediately after. And it was like, you know what? It's the best but most expensive lesson I ever learned. And that is that, like, you have to have an oh shit handle, you have to have a max loss, you have to have risk management, and it's got to be bulletproof. It's got to be, there is no ifs, ands, or buts. You fucking pull the trigger when it's time to pull the trigger. I pulled that trigger a few fucking $10,000 too slow, and it cost a lot of money. Let's see here. What do you think about both DATS and CEI both getting shorted heavy same time? Like, people are targeting Zach's calls. No. They're not targeting Zach's calls. Zach's calls make stocks go up a shit ton. And when stocks go up a shit ton, they become good shorts. That's all there is to it. It's just the ebb and flow. Trust me, it's nothing against Zach. It's nothing against shorts. Canada Trust blew my account. Yeah, ouch. What's up, Ricky? How do you know to stop on green day, especially when you don't have daily goal? You stop the second you fucking see yourself trying to take a trade that you know is like, just like, oh, I'm already up a little bit on the day and I should fucking just play around with house money. The second you think you have house money, walk away. But don't set a goal. Don't set a daily goal. Set a weekly goal at the best. Monthly goals are better. Do not set a daily goal unless it's in terms of like risk management. If you need to set a daily goal for like the amount of money you're willing to fucking lose on a trade, that please do. What broker do you use? I am at Cobra, and I have no shame in saying that. If you guys want, Cobra is by far, in my opinion, the best broker for what I do. I like to short small caps, and I trade large caps as well, but like, you can do that as well. And fastest executions, best low K fees, really, really low commission. And if you tell them I sent you, they will chop your commission by 25%. And they'll give you a month or two, I can't remember what it is, of the platform for free, like whatever software you choose to use. Running out of shares to short is the worst. If you're going to short, go to a broker where you can locate them properly. Exactly. puts you in a terrible mindset if you don't know if you're gonna run out of shares. Exactly. But here's the thing: if they run out of shares, you still don't have an excuse. You can't go, I blew up my account because they ran out of shares and I couldn't short more. You probably should thank your broker and fucking close out of the position. More times than not, that's the better decision. How did you become part of True Trader? I was mentored by Adriano, and it's his community, and I'm loyal to that dude to the day I fucking go. And the rest is history. Do you always full size one shot? No, I do not. Are you disciplined on your 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 risk approach? I am for setups, right? So like certain setups I know are 1-to-1, but the win rate's high enough to justify taking that setup, and I take them. There's setups that the risk reward is actually much better, and I mean like 4-to-1, 5-to-1, and I take those disciplined as well. You ever worked in IB finance? No, I have not. Why people are not listening to this talk, taking big L's, wiping off half account one day, then claiming perfect execution. Thank you, Ricky, for reminding us risk management is the key. It is the only key. I hope CEI gaps get to 8 tomorrow. Me too, William. Me too. What percentage return is your monthly goal? I don't have a monthly goal in terms of percent. I keep my account at a set level and I wire out, and whatever I make in that month, I wire down to. It doesn't matter. I've never actually even thought of it in terms of percent, but it's always, in the last long while, it's always been, knock on some fucking wood, it's always been more than what I need to live. So like, I'm good. Is it easier to see when to go long or to when? I think so. That's a really fucking good question. EXO, thank you. EXO says, is it easier to see when to go long or when to go short? If we're talking small caps, in my opinion, it's much easier for me to know when to go short. In large caps, I can see longs and shorts equally well, like it's not an issue. But for me with small caps, the only way I know to long them is when they're at like all-time lows and they're just fucking dormant, and you start to see some volume come in. That's the only time. That's the only way I know how to long this. Or a setup and I know that shorts are F. That's it. Thanks, Ed. All right, guys, listen. So I appreciate everybody coming by. I'm happy to chat. We'll do this more. If I didn't answer your question today, just DM me, or we'll get to it next time. But make sure tomorrow you guys go to Method and Mindset on TrueTrader.net. It's 5 p.m. market time. 5 p.m. market time tomorrow at TrueTrader.net. And if you're interested in being the guest, you guys are going to get 1 month free at TrueTrader, and you'll also get mentored by me and Kim Ann Curtin for the half hour, however long we do the episode. So like, if you're interested in that, DM TrueTrader.net or me. And thanks for coming, guys. Peace.